Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining today's class. So today we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic, and that is how you can lose 12 kg in 12 weeks. So what that means is that you'll be losing 1 kg every week for the next 12 weeks. Now, if you've tried to lose weight before, you know that weight loss is not easy. you know like it doesn't come naturally for most of us, and the reason why, I mean, you have been eating right, you have been going working out, you have been skipping foods that they tell you not to eat, high calories food. You said rice, carbohydrate, and all of that. You have been doing all of that, but every time you climb the scale, you get disappointed. It's like, oh my goodness, all the work I've been doing, there's no result to show for it. It doesn't mean that you are lazy. No, it's not that you are lazy. It's not that your body doesn't lose weight, and it's not hormonal imbalance. A lot of people mistake this for hormonal imbalance. No, actually, what is happening is that there is something that you do not know about weight loss, or how your body there's something you do not know about how your body loses weight or gains weight, and that is why you are not losing weight like you want to lose. And so, in this class, I'm going to be showing you how you can get your body to lose 12 kg in 12 weeks, meaning losing 1 kg every week. But for you to understand that, right? For you to understand that, we'll walk through a couple of things. Many of us, like I said earlier, have tried slimming tea. We have tried skipping meals. We have tried doing 2 hours workout in the gym, and then you are still on the same weight. Now, what we are going to do today is to tell you the secret to fix that and fix it once and for all. Once you understand this secret that I'm going to be showing you, then you'll be able to fix your weight, and then your weight will no longer be a problem for you. So I encourage you to stay to the end of this class, whether you're joining me on Facebook Live, you're joining me on YouTube Live, or you're joining me on Google Meet. Stay to the end of this class. If you do stay to the end of this class, I have something that I'm going to give you that would actually help in your weight loss journey also. So yeah. Now, let's talk about why people struggle with losing weight. A lot of people struggle with losing weight because some of them are starving themselves. And when you starve yourself, it doesn't work. Like, starving yourself, you can only starve yourself for so long. There's a number of weeks or days that you can go starving yourself. And once you stop that plan of starvation, what happens is that your body starts binge making you binge. So your body is now trying to regain all the nutrients that it has lost the period that you were eating, and so it makes you binge eat. And once you start binge eating, your weight, all the weight you lost, will come back and even more. So another thing that people do is they over exercise and then they eat poorly. So even if you go to the gym and spend 3 hours in the gym, sister, brother, if you do not fix your nutrition, then you would continue to be overweight. So you need to fix your nutrition first. Okay, so another thing that people do is that they follow fad diets. So fad diets are like, you go on social media now, everybody is talking about, oh, I did this to lose weight, I did that to lose weight, and you go and do it, not knowing that these things are fads. That it worked for Mr. A, it doesn't mean it will work for you. There is a set principle for weight loss, and that is what I'll be teaching you in this class. This class is going to be a 1 hour class. I would love to share my story about how I got to lose weight, but I don't think I have that time here. So you can go to my YouTube channel and you'll see my story of how I lost weight, and what happened with me. So um the next thing is obsessing over the scale without tracking habits. So you are always checking your weight, checking your weight, checking your weight. What that does is that it would kill your morale, it will kill your motivation, because once you see that the scale is not moving, you will think that, okay, I'm not burning fat, I'm not losing weight, and then you give up your plan altogether. I want you to know, first of all, that weight loss is a process. You did not gain weight in one day, so you cannot lose or expect to lose weight in one day. And it's funny how people think, I when I saw someone post on my comments. Someone posted that, oh, where I said I'll teach you how to lose 1 kg every week. Someone said, oh, that how about that she can teach you how to lose 20 kg, 20 kg in 12 weeks, or 20 kg in 10 weeks. I think something like that. And I just laughed because it is funny how people want to achieve so much in such a little time. Now forgetting that there's a saying that we overemphasize what we can achieve in a short time, and we underemphasize what we can achieve in a long period of time. Your body did not gain weight in 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. This is something that you have been doing over the years. You have been doing something wrong over the years, and your body has been accumulating fat over the years. So for you to lose it, I'm not saying that you need to wait over the years, but you need to also give it time. Everything takes time and patience. So stop obsessing over the scale. Instead, track the habits, track the things that you are doing. This is what I'll be teaching you in this class. Okay. Now, enough said about that. But before I scroll to the next page, I want to tell you a short story. So a lady, one lady that was supposed to be a client of mine, she reached out to me 2 weeks to her wedding, and she told me, Coach, I have a wedding coming up. My wedding is coming up, and I want to lose 10 kg before my wedding. I want to lose, yeah, I want to lose 10 kg before my wedding. And in 2 weeks, you want to lose 10 kg. Auntie, did you gain 10 kg in 2 weeks? Like, how? It's not even healthy. It's not healthy. The only way you can achieve that is to starve yourself. And starving yourself, like I said, is counterproductive, because at the long run, you're going to lose your muscles. That's we'll talk about that later. But know that you should give yourself time to lose weight. Don't try to force it, okay? Now, for us to understand how to lose weight, we need to understand how your body gained weight in the first place. If you understand how your body is gaining weight, then you would understand how you can reverse that process so that you can start burning fat and start losing that weight. So this is what I'm going to teach you. But before I teach you, I want to ask you a question. What do you think is the main cause of weight gain? What do you think causes you to gain weight? I know a lot of people will say carbohydrates. I know a lot of people will say hormonal imbalance. I know a lot of people will say genetics. I know a lot of people will say postpartum fat. If you said any of these things, you are correct. I'm not even going to argue with you. You are correct. But the truth is that when you say genetics is actually true that it causes you to gain weight, because how our genes are formed, how our genes are lined up, show determines where your body is going to store fat in. So I agree with you that genetics is part of the cause of weight gain. I also agree with you that hormonal imbalance can cause weight gain, but it will surprise you that out of the in the whole population of this world, that people say, oh, hormonal imbalance, it will surprise you to know that less than 10% of the people who actually gain weight, the cause of their weight gain is hormonal imbalance. So if this is the fact, what is the thing that causes you to gain weight? What causes you to gain weight is what we call excess calories. Again, excess calories. Now, here that I did not say calories, I said excess calories. So I did a research, and I tried to find out, okay, what is the most out of excess calories, genetics, postpartum fat, and hormonal imbalance, from a scale of 10 to from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. What has the most impact on your weight gain? And from the research I got, this is the graph that I got from the research. You see that excess calorie is 10 over 10. Excess calorie is 10 over 10. It beats every other thing. Now, the next one is genetics. Genetics is 8 over 10. The next one is postpartum fat. Postpartum fat, that is fat after you give birth, is 4 over 10. And then the lowest is hormonal imbalance, which is just 2 over 10. So if you can tackle excess calories, trust me, you will lose weight. I don't care if your genes, if you say that, oh, you guys are all big in your family. I don't care if you say that. I don't care if you say, oh, I gained weight because I put to bed. I don't care if you say it's hormonal imbalance. But if you can fix this problem of excess calories, if you can fix this one problem, you will be able to tackle the rest of them. And so, what I'm going to teach you today is how you can fix the problem of excess calories. Now, I am going to assume that many of us do not know what calories means. And so, I'm going to start from the beginning and teach you what calories mean. So, let's define calories. What is calories? Calories is the measure of energy so calories has two definitions. The first one is it is the measure of energy that is in the food that you eat. Again, it is the measure of energy that is in the food that you eat. So and next thing I want you to know is that for every food that you eat, for anything you eat, for aside water, anything that you put in your mouth contains some form of energy, which is called calories. Now, that is the first definition of calories. The second definition of calories is that calories is the measure of the energy your body uses to do work. Okay? So, calories is the measure of energy in the food you eat, and also it is the a measure of the energy that your body uses to do work. Now, we are going to relate these two together. How are we going to relate it together? For every food that you eat, your body, you are taking some form of calories or a quantity of calories. So when I say I ate a loaf of a slice of bread, sorry, a slice of bread contains between 70 to 100 calories depending on what kind of bread you're eating. One slice of bread contains 70 calories. So when I eat one slice of bread, it means that I have given my body 70 calories to do whatever work it needs to do. Right? Get it? Now, when I also said that calorie is the measure of the amount of energy your body needs to do work. And it will surprise you to know that for everything your body does, it needs a certain form of calorie. It needs a certain amount of calories. Your body cannot survive without calories. Nobody can live with 0 calories. For just breathing, your body needs calories. For just thinking, your body needs calories. For everything you do, every work you do, to stay alive, your body needs calories. So, get where I am going with this. We are going somewhere. So, when I say, as I'm talking now, let's say as I'm talking, I'm burning 200 calories for 60 seconds. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's ridiculous. You don't even burn up to that. But I'm just saying, if let's say as I'm talking to you guys now, I'm burning 200 calories for 60 seconds that I talk to you, where does my body get this 200 calories from? It got it from the food that I have eaten. It gets it from the food that I have eaten. So understand how these things merge together. Now we are going to take it one step further. And taking it one step further, I'm going to explain to you what BMR means. BMR means basal metabolic rate. Now, basal metabolic rate, remember I told you that to just stay alive, for you to be able to stay alive, for you to be able to breathe, for you to be able to function as a human being, you don't need to do any work just for you to be alive as a human being. Even if you wake up in the morning and you stay on your bed from morning till night, your body is going to require a certain amount of calories to keep you alive, even when you are at rest, not doing any work at all. Now, that amount of calories that your body needs just when you are at rest, when you are not doing anything at all, is called BMR, which is the basal metabolic rate. Okay? So, the basal metabolic rate is the bare minimum, and there are factors that affect your BMR. Factors like your age, factors like your weight, factors like your height, factors like your activity level. These are things that affect your BMR, right? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the TDEE. That is this. TDEE stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure. Total daily energy expenditure is now the combination or the sum of your BMR, which is the bare minimum energy that you need even when you are at rest, plus the energy you use to do the things that you do during the day. So we know that a normal or an average human being does not sleep on the bed all day. When they wake up, they need to go out, they need to do this, they need to do that, they need to do this, they need to do that. The energy, the sum total of the energy you use to do all of these things plus your BMR is what is your TDEE. That is total daily energy expenditure, the total energy that you have used for that day. Okay, now hope you're following. I'm going somewhere with this. So now I want to tell you how your body gains weight through calories and how you can reverse it. Because once you know that, then you will be able to achieve losing 12 kg in 12 weeks. So how does your body gain weight? Every time you eat food. Okay, no, let me start with this. Since your body has a basal metabolic rate, right? It means that every day it requires a certain amount of calories to stay healthy, to stay alive. So, but if you eat more calories than your not your basic metabolic rate now, because we are all active human beings, at least for the most, for the barest, even if you don't exercise, you go out, right? So if you eat DE than your TDEE, guess how God has programmed your body? God has programmed your body to to use up the calories that you need to fulfill your TDEE, and then the balance of those calories, the ones that you did not use, God has created your body to save those calories. Why? Because there are days when you will not eat on time. There are days when you will not see food to eat. There are days you will be so busy that you cannot eat. Those days, where would you get the energy to function? It is from the calories that your body has saved. Remember, I told you that that no human being can survive on 0 calories. So imagine that you are excreting all the calories that you eat every day. Those days when you are too busy to go to eat food, how would you survive? It means that you cannot survive. So the way our body is designed is so that on those days when we do not have, we are not eating, we are not giving the body the energy it needs, it will now go back to the energy that it has been saving and use it up. Understand that, right? So let's say my TDEE as a human being, me personally, my TDEE is 2000 calories. I'm just giving an example. Let's say my TDEE is 2000 calories. And then instead of eating 2000 calories, I'm eating 2500 calories every day. So the first day I eat 2500 calories, my body is going to use up 2000 calories. And then the remaining 500 calories that it did not use, it will pick it up and put and save it as fat in what we call a fat cell. You get it? The extra 500 calories that your body did not use, it will pick it up and save it as fat in what is called the fat cell. Now, why does your body save those calories as fat? Because it is easier for your body to process the fat when it needs to. So it just goes about. I mean, it saves it as glycogen in your fat cells, not fat. Some of them it saves as fat. The others it saves as glycogen in your fat cell. So when it saves those calories, then over time, so let's say the first day 500 calories was saved in my fat cell, right? The first day I ate 500 more. The second day, another 500 more. How much calories do I have that has not been used? 1000 calories. So just the same way that a trader or you as a human being, when you have excess money, the money that you don't want to use, you take that money, the money you don't want to use, you take that money and go and save it in your fat cell, in your savings account. That is the same way your body is going to save the excess calories that it does not need. It will go and save it in what we call the fat cell, so that on the days when you are not able to eat on time, it can go back to those fat cells and start taking those calories. Understand where I'm going? So now for 7 days I ate, let's say for 7 days I ate 500 more than I need. So I ate 2,500 instead of 2,000 calories. What happens? My body is going to say 500 times 7, which is 3,500 calories. Now, the calculation, 1 kg of fat is 7,000. Oh, sorry, 1 kg, not 1 kg of fat. 1 kg is 7,700 calories. One, so 7,700 calories make up 1 kg. So if you say you added 1 kg, it means that you have saved 7,700 calories extra in your body. Okay? Now, so on the day that I ate, for the 7 days that I ate 3,500 calories extra, it means I've gotten almost half of 1 kg, meaning I've added 0.5 kg already from just eating more calories that I need. Okay, so if I do it for 2 weeks, it means I've added 1 kg extra, And it's funny because it is so easy for you to eat 500 calories extra. It is so easy. It will amaze you to know. It will amaze you to know that one slice, I'm not talking about a loaf, I'm talking about one slice of bread contains 70 calories. So if you're someone that eats, if you're someone that eats 10 slices of bread, you have eaten 700 calories. And you know that 10 slices of bread cannot fill you up, at least for a long period of time. Even if it fills you up, before noon, you're already hungry. So it is so funny to know that it is so easy to eat. So when I'm saying 2,500 calories, you say, how will I finish 2,000? But it is funny to know that many of us eat more than that. And that is why we are overweight. But let's not go into that. So this is how your body gains weight. So when your body is saving those fat cells, when the fat cell fills up, guess what it does? It does not just leave it there. Your body is going to take those fat cells that has filled up and go and deposit it by the direction of your genes. This is where your genes come in now. Your body will go and deposit it in a particular area that your genes directs it to deposit it or in. Now, like I said, it is your genes that tell your body where to deposit fat. So for some people, your genes will say, okay, take this fat cell and go and deposit it in the arm. Most ladies have fatty arms. Most ladies have big stomach. Most ladies have big hips, big chest or breast. These are places where your genes has told your body to go and save those fat cells that it has, those fat cells containing those calories that it has saved over the days or over the weeks or over the months. So that is why you now see those places being big and you say, I'm not fat though, I just have big hand. Auntie, the reason why you have big hand is because you have excess calories in your body. It's because you are overweight. That is why your arms are big. That is why your arms are fatty. The reason why your stomach is big is because you have excess calories. And this brings me to my next point. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I don't want to lose fat in any area of my body. I just want to reduce my stomach." Auntie, the reason why you have stomach fat is because your body has stored calories that it does not need. And remember, it's not you that directed your body where to save those calories. It is your genes. And because we do not have control over our genes, we cannot tell our body where to first of all go and start burning calories from. What you need to do is to work on reducing your general body fat. As you are reducing it, your body will go to those fat cells and start picking them up and then burning them up. Okay? And it is funny now because these places I mentioned, your arm, your stomach, your bum, your buttocks, your chest, these are places that you can see. But it will amaze you to know that there are other places that your body stores fat in. There are other places that your body stores fat in. Okay. So there are other places that your body stores fat in that are what? Are dangerous. So the fat that you're seeing is your surface fat. But there are fat that your body saves in close to your organs. Some in your liver. Where you see someone, the doctor tells you have fatty liver. It means your body has saved fat in the liver. Some of them, your body has saved fat around your stomach so much that it is now affecting the way you're breathing. That is the dangerous kind of fat, and that is called visceral fat. And that fat is what a lot of people have. That is what is causing your problem. That is why you are having health issues, because you have visceral fat. You have allowed your body to save those fats in those places where it's not supposed to save fat. So that is why you need to take losing weight very serious. Don't joke with it. Don't joke with it. You need to take it very serious. Okay. Now let's go. So now we know how our body gains weight. How do we now stop our body from gaining weight? How do we reverse the process? To reverse the process of your body gaining weight, you just need to do the opposite of what you have been doing, which is you have been eating more calories than your body needs every day. You just need to reduce your calories. So you eat less calories than your body needs. So now let me tell you how this works. So if me now, like the example we're using, my caloric requirement is 2,500, right? In the first one, I was eating my calorie requirement, sorry, was 2000, was 2000, and I was eating 500 extra, so I was eating 2500. So I was saving 500 every day. Now let's say instead of eating 2000 calories that my body needs, I start eating 1500 calories. Guess what happens? Because your body needs to meet up with its total daily energy expenditure, it will go and source for that 500 calories from where? Those fat cells that it has saved. Do you get the logic now? So your body needs 2000 calories, right? And you are eating 1500. Your body has to go and look for the 500 to make up the 2000 calories that it needs. So it is going to go to those fat cells. Say, oh yeah, I have just the same way you say, oh yeah, I have money saved in the bank, let me go to the bank and go and withdraw my money. That is the same way that your body will say, oh yes, we have fat cells saved in the arm, let's go to that arm and collect some fat cell and liquidate it and use it to make up for these 500 calories that we need. So imagine now that you do this for a period of 1 week. So you're eating 500 less for a period of 1 week. How much calories will your body have gone to go and collect from the fat cell? 3,500 calories, right? Which is equivalent to maybe 0.4 kg. So by just eating 500 calories less every day, you have started to reverse the process of your weight. You have started to reverse the weight gain, and you have started to lose weight by just eating 500 calories less. Now, a lot of you will say, so how would I even know what my TDEE is or my BMR is? Yes, this is where I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, if you are joining me I'm going to share this link. And I'm also going to show you how to do it. So if you're joining me on Facebook, if you're joining me from YouTube, if you're joining me from anywhere you're joining me from YouTube, this link is on the description of this video you're watching right now, this live. The link I just clicked on is there. If you're joining me from YouTube, from Facebook, please send me a message after this class and I'll send you this link. If you are on Google Meet, I'm going to paste this link right now for you to see. If you're on Google Meet, just paste it for you to see. Oh, sorry, that's not the right link. I'm sorry. So if you're on Google Meet, I'm pasting the link for you to see. Okay, so that's the link here. What's in the word? Okay, let me repost it again. So this is the link you use. If you're on Google Meet, that's the link you use. So if you click on that link, it will bring you to this page. Now, if you come on this page, this is the page where you will check your TDEE. So you come here and you will see check your daily caloric needs, TDEE. Now, first thing you need to enter is your age. So enter my age. I'm a male, so you have the option to choose male or female. You enter your height in centimeters. So I am 183. I think 183 is 6'1". And then for weight, I am 96. And then here is going to ask you for your activity level. So you need to enter your activity level. How active are you? Do you exercise every day or you don't exercise at all? If you don't exercise at all, you put sedentary. If you exercise once a week, you put it. So me, I exercise 6 to 7 times a week. And now I'm going to say calculate my calories. So I click on this. Now it has calculated my excuse me. It has calculated how much calories I need. So you see this first answer you see, or this first result rather, or this thing you see, maintenance 3,327 calories a day. So what does this mean? It means that the current weight that I am on, as I weigh 96 now, if I want to continue weighing 96, I need to eat 3,327 calories every day. So if I continue eating this amount of calories every day, it means my body will maintain this weight. However, if I want to lose weight, if I want to lose fat, I need to eat this amount of calories. You see it here, fat loss, 2,827. If you do the math, you will notice that this 2,827 is 500 short than this. So that brings me to the point that the best or the recommended, not actually the best, but the recommended amount of calorie deficit you need to be on for healthy weight loss is 500 calories a day. You can do less, but it's not recommended. Why? Because you can do, if you overdo this, guess what your body is going to do? First of all, your body can go into what we call starvation mode. And what is starvation mode? Starvation mode is the point where your body believes that you are no more taking calories. So instead of burning calories like it usually should, it will start saving calories. And when your body is in starvation mode, it does everything it can to reduce the calories that it uses, because it doesn't know when you're going to eat your next meal. It feels like maybe things are hard for you, or it just feels like maybe seeing food is not easy for you anymore. So your body tries to save calories by all means possible. That's the first thing that eating too much less can do to you. And it's counterproductive, because when you do that, instead of your body now to be burning calories, it will start saving calories. So even when you do exercise, you do this, you do that, you still will not lose weight, because your body is holding on to calories. And that is what you don't want to do. So the best place to start is at 500 less. This figure that you will see, fat loss. Now, however, okay, another thing that eating too less can do is that it makes your body to start losing, instead of using just calories or fats, it will start also using your muscles. It will start using your muscles as food. Your body will start feeding on your muscles, which is a bad thing. Because why is it bad? Because number one, as a human being, you need muscles, right? Remember that muscle is the tissue that we need for mobility. So the moment your body has started using up the muscles that you have, then it means that at a time will come in your life where mobility will be difficult for you, because you don't have muscles, or you don't have enough muscles. That's why some people will say, I can't move my arm, I can't move this. It's because they don't have strong enough muscles there. The next thing that why it is not good for your body to do is that, secondly, muscles is what help your basal metabolic rate. Remember, basal metabolic rate is the amount of calories that your body burns when you are at rest. It will amaze you to know that when you are at rest, your body needs 4 calories a minute to maintain the muscle in your body. So even if I'm not doing anything at all, because I have muscles in my body will continue to burn 4 calories extra to my basal metabolic rate because of the muscles I have. So I say this to say that if you are a lady or you're a guy, please don't don't underestimate the importance of having muscles in your body. You don't have to be big, you don't have to be bulky, you don't have to look like VDM or or me to be that you have muscles. No, but you need to strengthen your muscles. You need to build muscles. And how do you build it? By doing resistance training. By doing strength training, you strengthen your muscles so that your body can continue to burn calories even when you are at rest. Number one. Number two, your muscles will help you in old age when you need to move. As you get older, moving gets difficult because you do not have enough muscle tissues in your body. All right, so having said that, so this is how you know how much calories that you need to eat. So like I said, I'm going to drop the link. I've dropped the link for the group, for the Google Meet. If you're on Facebook, send me a message and I'll send you the link. Also, if you're on my WhatsApp, also send me a message. I'll send it to you. Okay, so let's go back to where we were. Okay, so let's go back to where we were. So now okay, so from if you use this link to calculate the amount of calories that you need to eat, now you know what you need to be eating every day. And you need to now know how. So now you know how much calories you want. The next thing you want to know is that, okay, so how do I even know how much calories is in the food that I eat? That is where you need to learn how to count calories. But counting calories is not the easiest thing to do, but again, you can always do it. But because of how much I am interested in helping people lose weight, I have created a free e-pamphlet, a pamphlet that I'm going to share with you. It contains 100 Nigerian foods and the amount of calories that are in them. 100 Nigerian common foods and the amount of calories that are in them per serving. So when you're eating gari, you know how much calories is in that gari that you're eating. So that at the end of the day, you can now calculate, okay, this morning I ate 4 slices of bread and tea. The bread is 200 calories. I'm just giving an example. My bread and the tea is 250 calories. Okay, that's what I ate in the morning. In the afternoon, I ate poundo or akpu or fufu and efororo or what do they call it, or egusi soup. Okay, and meat. That one alone is like, I'm just giving an example, that's not the actual figure. That one alone is like 1,500 calories. By afternoon food, you have eaten 1,500 calories. Remember, you ate like 250 calories in the morning. Afternoon now, you have eaten 1,500 calories. That's what? 1,750 calories. Now, night food. Night food, that is where many of us now, because the day is over. Night is growing. So many of us will go to Iya Basira's kitchen or Mama Kitchen Nkwobi joints, and then we sit down there and then we eat one full plate of Nkwobi with all the oil, with all the oil and all the this, and still drink the beer on top. By doing all these things, this night food, now you have eaten, let's say, like 1,000 to 2,000 calories. So now when you now combine all that together, you see that you are eating over 1,500 calories more than what your body needs. And you say that you are going to the gym, you are not losing weight. It's because of this thing that you do not know. It's because you do not know this. So make sure, if you stay to the end of this class, at the end of this class, I'm going to send you a link that you use to download this free book. This is, normally I would have charged 10K for this pamphlet, because to get the calorie content in Nigerian foods is not easy. But I'm going to give it to you guys free if you stay to the end of this class, so that you will know how to use it. At the end of this class, I'll post the link on YouTube. I'll also, if you stay to the end of this class, let me know on Facebook, let me know on WhatsApp if you're on WhatsApp, and I'll send you the link also. With that book, you can now know how to calculate, you can now know how to calculate the amount of calories that is in the food that you eat. Now, having said that, there is another thing. So I've taught you how to lose. So if you're eating 500 calories less every day, it means that in 2 weeks you would have lost how many calories? You would have lost 7,000 calories. 7,000 calories is about 0.9 kg, meaning that in 2 weeks you have lost what? 1 kg approximately. But remember, our goal is to lose 1 kg in 1 week, not 2 weeks. So since we are losing only 0.4 calories every week, how do we ramp it up to hit 1 kg a week? The next thing you need to do, that is where exercise comes in. This is where exercise comes in. Now, exercise, I'm not going to tell you this is the kind of exercise you must do. No. The best exercise that will work for you is the exercise that you can stick to long term. Again, I repeat it, the best exercise that can work for you is the exercise that you can stick to long term. Although each exercise, based on the amount of, based on their intensity, have the amount of calories that they burn, but that shouldn't bother you. The best exercise that you should stick to, you should engage in, is the exercise that you can stick to long term. Because you know why? Intensity and consistency in exercise is more important than intensity. It's not about if you go to the gym one day and do 4 hours. It's not the same thing as if I go to the gym every day, do 30 minutes for 1 week. I would burn more calories at the long run than you, who goes to the gym once in a blue moon and spends 4 hours. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not about intensity. Hey, I did this. No, it is about consistency. So pick an exercise that you can stick to. Something as easy as walking can help you increase the amount of calories that your body is needing. Remember, our goal is to ramp up the amount of calories that our body needs, so that we can now burn up to 1 kg a week. Okay. So now these are the best exercises for fat loss. Number one is strength training. I've already explained strength training to you. You need to strengthen your muscles. So strength training preserves your muscle, you see, and I've already explained why you need to preserve your muscle. I explained that. If you're listening, you know I explained that, right? So strength training is very important. You need to build your muscle. Simple exercises you can do at home. Push up. You cannot do the standard push-up. You can start with pushing up on the wall. You do your push-up on the wall. From there you can progress, to doing the beginner's push-up, and then you progress to doing the standard push-up. But you need to build your muscle. Even as a lady, please don't let anybody tell you that you don't need to have muscle as a lady. I'm not saying that you need to be bulky. In fact, to tell you the truth, it is difficult for a lady to grow muscle and look like a man. Why? Because the main thing that makes a man look muscular the way we look is because of what we call testosterone hormone that is found in men. And the level of testosterone hormone in a man is not the same thing as that in the lady. The lady has a very reduced amount of testosterone. So it's going to be hard for you as a lady to look bulky like a man, right? But as a lady, you also still need to build your muscles so that you can look. One is going to tone up your body. Do you see ladies that lift weights, ladies that do strength training? Do you see how toned their body is? Not the ones that take, because most of the ones that you see that are bulky, that go for competition, those ones, they take this hormone. I'm telling you, they have to take the testosterone hormone. So I'm not talking about those kind of ladies. I'm talking about ladies who just go to the gym and work out. Do you see how toned their arms are? Do you see how toned their body is? That is exactly what lifting or doing strength training does for you. So if you can do it 2 weeks, 2 times a week is good. You don't have to do it for hours. Just be consistent with it. That's the most important thing. Now the next one is cardio. So you see cardio here. I talked about walking, dancing, skipping. All of this will help you. Now another one I want to talk about is NEAT. What does NEAT mean? NEAT means non-exercise activity thermogenesis. What does this mean? Sorry, I'm using baby grammar. It's not me that formed it. So, non-exercise activity thermogenesis they are activities, right, that make you burn calories, but they are not exercise per se. Example is when you are in your house, cleaning your house, washing your dishes, doing your laundry. All these things you burn calories by doing them, but they are not really exercise. You cannot call them exercise, but they are activities that require you to burn calories. So if you engage more in those kind of activities, you will still be ramping up your calorie consumption. Okay? So you see here I say pick a workout that you actually enjoy. Now let me go to this page and show you. We are running out of time. We have like 15 minutes left. So here I'm going to show you the calories burned in 30 minutes. If you are someone that weighs 80 kg or 90 kg, if you are walking, so if you brisk walking fast. If you are walking fast for 30 minutes and you weigh 80 kg, you will burn between 180 to 210 calories. If you weigh 90 kg, you will burn between 200 calories to 240 calories. Now these are different. Dancing also has its own. You see the exercise, the calories. Skipping rope. So in this whole list, the one that burns the most calories is actually skipping. So I'm going to use skipping as an example. So let's say as we are eating 500 calories less and we are burning 0.45 kg a week by just eating 500 calories less. Now we now start skipping. I'm just giving, like I said, I'm not going to tell you the exercise because you need to pick the exercise that works for you. But let's say, for example, you are skipping. If you are skipping, you're going to be burning 400 calories per 30 minutes, right? So let's say we do this for 30 minutes every day. At the end of 1 week, how many calories have we burn? 400 times 7. 400 times 7 is 2,800 for 30 minutes. So let's say, 2,800 plus 35, that is what? That is 6,300 calories. So, okay, so you see that is not up to 1 kg yet, right? Okay, so let's say instead of doing 30 minutes, you do 1 hour is a lot. I'm not going to advise anybody to skip for 1 hour. But let's say you do skipping for 30 minutes a day, and you now do dancing. You like dancing, so you use dancing as your NEAT exercise, or you use walking. No, sorry, pardon me. Instead of even dancing, you use walking. So you skip. After skipping, you now go and walk for 30 minutes. How many calories are you going to be burning? 610 calories. I need to get my calculator real quick. Excuse me. Okay. So I just want to pull up my calculator and calculate this thing. So 610 calories every day times 7, that's 4,270. Now 4,270 plus 35, that is what? 7,770 calories. That is what you will burn in a week. Remember, I told you that 1 kg, it takes 7,700 calories to make 1 kg. So by the time you are doing this skipping and dancing, and then adding it to eating 500 calories less, you have started to lose 1 kg every week. Now, if you do that for 12 weeks, how many kg would you have lost? 12 kg. So have I fulfilled my promise? I've taught you now how to lose 12 kg. No stress. Did you see where I put any gym equipment here? You don't need gym. I'm not sorry, I'm not trying to spoil business for gym people. I mean, if you can afford a gym, go to the gym, please. But if you cannot afford the gym, don't let that be an excuse why you will not lose weight. Don't let that be an excuse because you can do all of these things in your house and still lose weight. Excuse me. Okay, so let's go forward. Excuse me. So this is where I said it. 1 kg of fat is equal to 7,700 calories. You see, so by eating, I mean, this is everything I just explained, right? So by eating 500 calories, you get 3,005. Then you burn the balance of 4,200 through exercise that you want to do, the exercise that suits you most, the exercise that you enjoy. If you enjoy dancing, go for it. If you enjoy walking, you go for it. If you enjoy but remember that you must lift weights to also increase your BMR, because as you lift weights, you build muscles, and muscles will increase your BMR. So that's why we have strength training 3 times a week or 2 times a week, depending on what you can do. Then the next one is neat activities. I already explained to you activities that you do every day in your house. So be more active at home. Guess what? The good part of it is that as you're more active at home, your house will now become clean, right? Cleaner, and you'll be more productive at home. All the little things that you used to send your kids. Oh, please go and bring the remote control for me. Go and bring this. Those things, if you do them yourself, you need energy to do those things. Why? So you're going to be burning calories doing those things. So neat activities are also very required to hit your 1 kg a day. So next, let me talk about habits. Oh, we are running out of time. So habits that you can incorporate. One, track your weight. Track your weight when you start. Track your weight when you start. Take pictures so that you can see your progress. As you see your progress, you will be happy and you will continue doing it. Next is that you need a tracker or some sort of accountability. The next is that you need to celebrate every progress. Celebrate every progress you make. It is not easy to lose 1 kg in a week. Go and ask people. There are people that have been going to the gym for 2 years and they've not lost 1 kg. Trust me, I've met people like that. They've been going to the gym they are the same yesterday, today, and almost forever. They have not lost any weight. But if you lose 1 kg in 1 week, please celebrate yourself. You don't need to, I'm not saying you should go and buy yourself a car, but something as simple as, praising yourself, giving yourself a thank you note. It will encourage you to continue to do more. Now, the next one I want to talk is follow who. The next one I want to talk about is follow who no road. What does that mean? Who is your partner? Who are you working? Who is holding you accountable in your weight loss journey? Who? Do you know who no road? From what I have explained to you, you know that I understand how the body loses weight. I have done it for myself and I've done it with so many clients, and I can also do it for you. So imagine what your body is going to look like 12 weeks from now. If you follow this process I've taught you, imagine how you will look like 12 weeks from now. Number one, you'll be lighter, healthier, and even more confident. Two, your clothes will fit better. Three, when you walk into the room, people will say, who is this sweet 16? Even if you are a lady that has given birth to 4 or 5 children or 3 children, people will still look at you and say, this woman, hey, are you you're a sweet 16? Watch the TV and you see people like Kate Hesher, you see people like Rita Dominic, you see people that they look old. They are old. Sorry, they are not. They don't look old. They are like in their 40s, their 50s, and they still look very young, and you are envious of them. This is what they know that you don't know. So imagine you being able to look that way regardless of your age. 12 weeks from now, if you lose 12 kg, trust me, your physique will change. Nobody that will see you, that knows you before, that will see you, that will not tell you, auntie or sister, you're looking different and you're looking prettier and you're looking better. So, having said all this, if you need help if you are serious about losing 12 kg in 12 weeks, using all this thing I've taught you. But now, instead of you to be doing the calculation and doing all this thing yourself, I, myself, and my team, not just me, I work with a dietitian and I work with a physiotherapist. I and my team have put together a 12 weeks program or a 12 weeks challenge that holds every month that you can join, so that in 12 weeks time from the day you join that program, you will look at yourself and you'll be grateful that you joined that program. And what is the name of that program? It is called the Fat Must Go Challenge. The Fat Must Go Challenge has transformed a lot of people's lives, and it can also transform your life. I don't care what you think is causing you to gain weight. I know that the process or the system that we use has worked for so many people, and it is going to work for you. Okay? So what are you getting from this? You are getting accountability. You're getting like the resources that you'll be getting, the exercise that you need to be doing. Like, you'll be working out with me basically, and this program holds online, so you can do it from anywhere. You don't have to be anywhere you are, so you can do it from anywhere. You're going to get like a calculated meal plan that we have calculated, and we know, okay, this meal plan works for ladies between this and this weight. This is the meal plan that you need, and when you use it, it is going to work for you, because we have incorporated this whole thing I taught you into the meal plan. And how can you join that program? You can join that program by just reaching out to me on my WhatsApp. If you're on WhatsApp or Facebook, or from YouTube, reach out to me and tell me you are interested in joining the Fat Must Go Challenge. It takes just 12,000 naira monthly to join the Fat Must Go Challenge. The program runs for 3 months. So if you are going to be running, if you want to do the whole 3 months, then you, instead of paying 12,000 a month, you're going to be paying 30,000 naira. So we are giving you a 6,000 naira discount. However, if you want to just do the monthly subscription, then you are going to be paying 12,000 naira a month. 12,000 naira a month is a chicken change compared to the amount of money that many of us spend on hospital bills. But it will interest you to know that by joining a challenge like this and losing 12 kg, the chances that you will require to go to the hospital would be less. Now, why did I say that? These are testimonies of people who have joined the Fat Must Go. This lady, she joined the Fat Must Go. Before she joined, she told me that, "Coach, I don't used to lose weight. I've been going to the gym. It's like I cannot lose weight anymore." And I told her, just join the Fat Must Go Challenge. She joined the Fat Must Go Challenge, and this is what she looks like right now. And this lady here, she is my biggest marketer in the East. She has been telling people about my program for free, because her life transformed. She never believed it. This is another of my clients who joined my program. This is how she was when she started, and this is how she looks now. You can see that now, and so many others. These are all my clients that I've worked with. But this is a testimony I want to read for you that makes me say that chances that you will stop going to the hospital after you join the Fat Must Go Challenge is high. Now, this is a testimony that a client of mine sent to me. She said, "Good day, Coach Endee. I have a testimony to share. In August 2023, I was diagnosed with fatty liver type 2. Since then, I've been taking Lipitor and Livonin tablets. When I first joined the Fat Must Go Challenge, after the challenge program, I did another test and the type 2 changed to type 1. Be here, last month, March 2025, I decided not to take medication again, that I will concentrate on my diet. On Monday, the 21st of April 2025, I went for lipid profile test. The result was so good that even the doctor advised me not to go for any scans, that I should continue with my diet and exercise, but I refused to take his advice. Today, I went for abdominal scan. To the glory of God, no more fatty liver again. Oh. Thank you so much for the encouragement." You see, this is a testimony that a lady shared with me. And these are the things that when I see, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, yes, what we are doing is changing people's lives. And that is why I want you today to take the chance with us. For the next 12 weeks, Let us change your life. Let us transform your life. Let us put that's your weight struggle, let it be behind you for good. So if you're interested, reach out to me and I'll be glad to help you. Thank you so much for joining this class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you got value for your time. I'm so glad we could do this together. Please know that if you stay to the end of this class, you are entitled to the free the free ebook that shows you 100 Nigerian meals and the amount of calories that they contain. So reach out to me on WhatsApp or Facebook, and I would gladly send you the link to that ebook. All right, that will be all for now. And if you have any question, shoot me a message on my WhatsApp or shoot me a message on our on my shoot me an email, info@sf9fitness.com, and I'll be glad to help you with whatever question you have. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.